Hey guys, how we doing? In today's video, we are going to put together this Liberty card. It is a 8x8 shadow box design, but I changed it into becoming a 5x7 card. So let's get started. Okay, here goes the start of my Liberty card. Cutting out the black layer. Now guys, there are a total, I think it's 6 layers to this shadow box file. So, we're going to be gluing 6 layers together. Okay guys, here goes the red one. Here goes the start of the blue one. Okay, we are done cutting our last piece. Get down to our table, set all of our 6 pieces up, use some glue, and put this on a card base. Okay guys, so we're all done cutting our pieces, and now we are going to glue this together. So first things first, you want to bring in your card base that you're going to use, and we have to cut this down to a 5x7 because it's going to be the same size as the card pieces that we're going to put on top of the card base. So let me bring in my cutter. So with my cutter, I'm going to make this card base, which is 8.5 by 11. I need to make this a 10 by 7. So this is going to be 10 across. And then 7 across the long way. So this right here is my card base. And then I'm not going to stamp the inside, but I am going to set it up as if I was going to stamp it. So I have this white card base, and this is going to be, so the card base is 5 wide. You want to go 1/4 inch. So you want to make the first card base 4 3/4, and then, okay, so here goes our first card base, our first layer to our inside of our card base. So as you can see, it leaves a small border going around. So now I'm going to add the green one, the blue one, and this is going to be 4.5. Because remember, for every quarter, you're going down as a layer. So then this should layer right in the middle, leaving a nice border going all the way around. And for the last layer, you want to do 4 1/4. And when you're card making, this is how your layers go. Sometimes it goes really easy and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you can make your own sizing. And, you know, this is why I like to do 5x7, 6x6, 8x8, and so forth. So this is going to be a 6 1/4. Okay, so there goes all my layers. Okay, so now I want to make layers for the inside of the card. And I want it to go like that. So I want to cut this down to 4.5 also. 1/4 inch. I think I'm going to do the red, the white, and then I think I'm going to do a dark blue. So 4.5 across. Then I have my blue one. And I'm just going to layer that just like that. Okay, so now that I got all my layers cut, let's put this card together. Okay, so now let's put all these layers together. First things first, you want to score this to score it at 5 inches. Now we're going to fold it. And that helps you crease your card really good. Okay, first things first, let's start putting our layers. So for the inside of the card, I have this blue. Then you want to take your blue layer. Bring your white layer in. Line that up. Just like that. Then you want to take your base layer. And you want to line that up in the middle. It's supposed to leave a border going all around the cut, what makes it looks very unique. Then you want to take your layers over here and do the same. Take my white layer and I'm gonna center it in the center of the red, making sure that it has both has a border that's even. Then add the blue one. That leaves a little white border of the white. Then you want to add this to the middle. That looks good right there. Okay, now when you was cutting these out, you had leftover stars that came out. So I'm just going to add these stars onto here to give it an accent. So that's the inside of the card. Really simple. You want to put a stamp or something saying if you're going to give it to somebody or you're just celebrating the holiday. So now let's start decorating the front of the card. Now for the front of the card, first things first, I want to bring in all my layers. And this cut file has 6 layers. They're really simple. This was a shadow box layer that I downsized to a 5x7. So first things first. I want to add all of these all together, and to make things a little bit more simpler, I am going to bring in my Misty, because my Misty is going to help me line all of this up. Okay, so I want to bring this here, and the first card I'm going to use, the first base is going to be this blue one, and I'm going to line it up right there. And as you can see, well, let me put you guys in focus. And as you can see, they'll all line up. So first layers first. Okay, so I'm going to take my piece and I'm just going to go with my glue, and I'm going to go all around. And I'm going to try to go all in between. Okay, so now I want to make sure that this is lined up flat. Now I'm going to take the edge of my card and I'm just going to lay it straight on the corner, making sure that it lines up to the edge. And then I'm just going to flatten down my card. Okay. Then you want to, if you want, you could turn it around and just press it down so it all adheres fine and you do not move any pieces. Okay, so that's the first layer. So now we're going to come in with the that's the second layer. We're going to come in with the third layer, which is the red. And the red is going to line up just like that. And that looks really good. So now I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to glue this all around. Okay, so now that I got this piece all glued down, now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the first piece. Now we're just going to lay it down, put it towards the corner, making sure that it all falls into place, and lay it down. Now you might have a little time to wiggle stuff around, but work really quick. Because depending on what type of glue you're working with, it will dry up fast. Okay. So now I'm just going to turn this around and I'm going to give it a good press. Okay, so that looks good right there. Now we're going to put it back to the corner edge and we're going to do the blue piece. Now the blue piece goes right on top. And all of this flows right into place, guys. I mean, it layers perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we're just going to glue this part. Okay, so now with the blue piece, we're going to do the same thing. Get it as close to the edge as you can. Making sure everything lines up good. And then drop it. Make sure you don't got no glue on your hands because that will mess up your project, guys. Believe me, I've messed up plenty. Okay. So now, I'm just going to take this, and we're going to turn it, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just rub it down so it adheres really good. Okay, so there goes that piece. That looks good. So now, we want to take our blue piece, and we want to adhere it in the back. And I see I'm missing a star. Okay. So now we're just going to take our glue and do the same. So now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to do the same. Put it towards the edge. And when you don't have to use a scoreboard or a Misty. You can use any corner, guys. But I just got this that's much faster. Okay, so now I'm going to have enough time to wiggle stuff. Okay. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to rub it down. So now we're going to do our last piece. Now our last piece is the black outline. Now for the black outline, you want to make sure that this whole thing goes on perfect. Make sure that it glues up right. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to glue it this way and then add the top layer. So what I want to do, I just want to take my magnets. And I just want to hold the edges so it stays leveled. And then I'm going to take my glue And we're going to go around and glue this up. Boy, that looks good. And then the thickness of this, guys, is like chipboard. I mean, it's amazing with the different layers that you can put together. And this is going to fit perfect right on top of my card base. Okay, let's glue. Okay, so now that I got everything glued, let me take my piece, put it towards the edge, lay it down, squeeze it. You want to make sure if you turn around, you got it right. Okay, so now you just want to go around. And you might have a little bit of glue. So just kind of clean it up as best as you can. Line it back up and press. Okay, so now that we got our Liberty card, my Liberty card is 5 inches by 6.5. So I thought I made a 5 by 7. I made the card base a 5 by 7. So with that being said, I need to do a couple of layers. And I think if worst come to worst, I think I'm just going to use a white layer. So let me get a piece of white cardstock. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to glue down my base. And this is just going to leave a small little border. And we are almost finished. All we got to do is just lay down these pieces. And then we are going to have our 3D Liberty card. And then, there goes our Liberty. I want to leave a nice size border between both of the layers. And that looks good right there. Definitely, if I was to do this again, I would definitely do the shadow box. Because this is a gorgeous, gorgeous file, guys. Look at how vibrant that is. Whew. Okay, guys, so here goes my Liberty card for today. I really hope you guys enjoy. Definitely, I'll leave my link below. Click on my link if you would like to get Creative Fabrica for $4.99 a month. That's $59 for the year. And it is amazing, guys. You can definitely do so much, okay? So, that's the front of the card. That's the inside. Now, you could definitely put a stamp, another happy 4th of July, or anything similar to that. Okay, guys? So, thank you so much. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye now. If you like this, definitely thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you think.